Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo Esports podcast. This is episode 134 for the week of July 5th, 2020. Yesterday was the 4th.
That it was.
Yes. My name is Josh, a.k.a. JK Fire, and this week I'm joined by the man in the... Do I say Nike golf shirt?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I like the pattern on it.
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah, it looks sleek.
Thank you.
I like that. You're looking snazzy. Look at you.
Thanks.
Will, a.k.a. I am Mr. Mayhem.
I mean, you're looking pretty snazzy in the HCS Pro Talk
Ooh!
shirt and the Beachland hat.
Exclamation point merch in the chat. Bear. Will, how are you doing on this Sunday afternoon?
You know, I'm really tired.
Yeah?
So,
how was your weekend? What'd you do for the 4th of July?
So we went up to basically family cabin type deal. Spent some time out on the lake, but got back yesterday, and something came out on Disney Plus over the weekend, which everyone's pretty hyped about. Hamilton, yeah. Well, we didn't start it till 12:40 in the morning, so we were up pretty late.
For those who don't know, it's 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
Yeah. So, yep, we were up past 3 a.m. watching Hamilton last night. So, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it today, but it was really good.
Okay. Yeah, thoughts on Hamilton?
It was really good.
Okay. I thought it was the best, I think it was the best performance I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm taking into consideration Wicked, Rent on Broadway, Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. What else? I mean, there's plenty more. Phantom of the Opera. There's so many. I'm not even mentioning. Newsies. Everything, right? It kept me engaged the whole time. I was talking to Tana midway through. So when the intermission came up, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, it feels like there's been barely any lines of spoken dialogue.
There wasn't.
No, there was. There was some.
Oh, sure.
But the majority, it felt like everything was a song or a part of a song. So I thought it was really, really well done. And I almost cried. I was close. I was really, really close. I didn't cry, but I got close. But no, I thought that was fantastic. And didn't really feel like it was 3 hours.
It didn't.
So that was even better. But yeah, very good. Really good performances across the board.
Yes.
Everybody had a good voice. The King was fantastic.
Yeah, that was the best.
Did you know, I bet you did, but did you know that the person who plays the King in that performance was in Glee? He was the rival at the rival school.
Yeah.
Where Leah Michelle's character, her mom was the teacher over there.
Yeah. That's why he looks so familiar.
Yep. And you know what's funny? Because I looked at the Todd, I'm like, oh, he made it. Yeah. He got what he wanted. He got it Broadway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it was.
I think he also
awesome.
voiced someone in Frozen. It's from what I heard.
That wouldn't surprise me.
So
I don't know who. Because now I have to go back and watch that to figure that out. But no, I thought that was probably the best character in that performance was the King. He did an outstanding job. For those tuning into the live show, welcome Jordan, welcome Dave. Hope you guys are having a good day. For everybody else tuning in, hope you enjoy the show. We're just talking about some Hamilton to start things off. It's like you said, it's a big thing that came up.
I liked that. So I've never seen another.
He's Kristoff.
Huh?
Kristoff,
yeah.
That's Jordan. Thank you, Jordan.
So I had actually never seen, I've seen maybe a handful of plays done at, in Minnesota, we have Chanhassen Dinner Theater, or I've never seen, an actual Broadway performance like that.
Sure.
Everything I've seen has been, a movie adaptation or something to that effect. So for them to actually, just film the actual Broadway show and put it out there was pretty amazing to see too.
why I mentioned Rent is because they did something similar as well. And up until yesterday, because that's when we watched it, up until that point, that was my favorite performance of all time.
Sure.
Like the way that they portrayed everything, it was literally the Broadway production. But no, I thought it was fantastic. The other thing that I thought was really cool about this is that I think there was definitely one. It was the king, but I think there may have been two white characters in the entire performance.
Yeah.
Everyone else was either mixed or black. I thought that was incredible. And this is coming from somebody who literally has not seen anything about Hamilton, right? So like I just didn't know. But I thought that was awesome. Like I said, everybody had a great voice. The songs were phenomenal. The rapping was on point. I thought it was great.
Sure.
I love how everything flowed. It was great. Is there anything else you want to mention about Hamilton?
No, I'm good.
All right. Do you want to know what's coming up in this week's actual episode of the show?
Sure, man.
We have, on this episode, we heard you like tournament announcements. So we have more tournament announcements for your tournament announcements. Will.
Yeah.
In case you wanted more, we have more. A lot more.
A lot more.
We have the GTHalo versus Halo Colombia rosters. They've been announced. We have a potential date for the July Xbox event. It may have been leaked. Potentially. A look into what's coming in the next season for MCC. We have legends departing their positions. And are game prices increasing for next-gen consoles? A lot of people are upset about that. Potentially happening. Across the board. It is happening for one game. We don't know if it's happening across the board, so we'll see. But without further ado, it's time for some competitive news. GTHalo provides details on their upcoming event. This is by GTHalo over on Twitter, and I quote, "We have a very special event coming on July 12th. We talked about this last week if you want to go check that out as well. But here's more information. GTHalo will be taking on competitive Halo Colombia in a show match featuring 12 of the best up-and-coming players from each, region." Had a little burp there, July 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's next weekend, folks! Next weekend, Halo competition! Getting hot! Twitch.tv/GTHalo. Check that out. Because Mixer ain't a thing no mo. No mo. All right. Divine Mind announces their next tournaments because they got 2 of them. This is by Divine Mind. Twitter.com. $1,000 in total prize money for 2 free-for-all cups, 1 international, 1 strictly for our Aussie boys and girls. Click the links to register and join our Discord to be a part of the fun going forward. Both challenge links are included in the Google Doc, the show notes of the show. Oh, shit. I didn't update the show notes link. My bad. That's the one thing I didn't fucking do. I had everything set up by 11.
Yeah.
And I'm come down here and I'm just enjoying my time. That's a one thing I forget. All right. The first one is on July 25th, 2020, and the second one is on August 8th, 2020. Next up, Super CC tournament announcement. This is by Super CC Evades over at twitter.com, of course. Super CC Halo 5 Money 8 tournament, July 26th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Entry fee is $20. You can read the sign-up sheet for how to enter in the Google Doc, the show notes of the show. The prize payout will be first place takes home 70% of the prize pool, second with 20%, and third with 10%. Deadline to sign up is July 23rd at 10 Eastern Standard. But we're not done there. The Console Gaming League announces their summer schedule. This is by Console Gaming League. Looks like, in the tweet, in the graphic, they had Locke from Halo 5. Which makes me believe that this is a Halo 5 thing that's going on. It's not outright said, but I'm going to assume that that's what it is. Regardless, on July 25th, there's a $150 Halo 2v2 qualifier. Qualifier. Might be leading up to something. Well, it is. On August 15th, another $150 2v2 qualifier. On September 4th, another $150 2v2 qualifier. And then finally on September 12th, A $2,000 2v2 invitational.
So I'm assuming this is Halo 5.
I think so too.
They put lock as their banner.
I think so too. Yes. I'm assuming.
They did not meet all grade or criteria for the tournament label, so we don't know.
What grade are you giving them, Will?
A D minus.
D minus. Woo!
Because all they say is Halo 2v2.
So is this high school rules where D's still pass?
Ooh. I mean, they're putting on a tournament, so you got
so
a lot of pass.
All right, got it. Oh, man. Let's see here. Second to last news story. Halo Australia MCC Online Series announced. This is by Lunchy of Halo Australia. At, guess what? Not Twitter. This is at HaloAustralia.com. Halo Australia is proud to announce the MCC Online Series, a collection of tournaments in all games within Halo the Master Chief Collection on PC.
All games. But we only have a few.
So that's the thing. It's not really all. So here we go. We've partnered with Divine Mind and Tournamatch to bring the Australia-New Zealand community every time. I don't know why, but ANZ, again, I don't know why, but when I see it, I just think I see AZ and I want to say Arizona. Like every time. It's weird. I don't know why my mind does that, but whatever. The Australia-New Zealand community, high-quality tournaments and content leading up to Infinite. We've decided to run this series of tournaments on PC. We believe running tournaments on PC gives us a great opportunity to grow as a community. A large variety of tournaments will begin in July, starting with competitions in Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo 3 once it launches on PC. Oh, so maybe they will be.
Once they release.
Exactly. So,
Halo 4 tournaments, Josh.
Woo! Yeah! We're fucking getting them, boys! Ricochet! God damn it. On July 12th, we have a Halo 2 Anniversary 2v2. Registration is currently open. On July 26th, Halo 2 Anniversary 4v4. And then on August 9th, Halo 3 asterisk 4v4.
If it's out by then.
Correct. Release date pending, which I believe it will be.
Yes, it should be out by then.
So we've said this, we've done our predictions before. I'm going to say that my prediction is within the next 2 weeks, starting today. Because today's the start of a new week. So within this full week or the next full week, I believe Halo 3 will be released on PC.
Yeah, the fact that they got it out so quick.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
Just have that again, that gut feeling, because especially when we read the MCC development update later on in the show, the points that I pulled from that, it definitely sounds like we're really close. So August 9th, there may be a Halo 3 4v4, depending upon if the game is released by then. We think it will be. We'll have to wait and see. More tournament info is coming soon. In other words, I imagine that has to do with the other games as they release. And by that, I mean Halo 4, because that's the only other one to release. Tournaments will support both mouse and keyboard and controller inputs. We understand mouse and keyboard versus controller is a hot debate right now, but we believe all players should be free to use both methods of input. As a small community, we need to try and support all players in order to grow. The series will run for roughly 3 to 4 months. What were you going to say?
You can support both players, but if you're a keyboard and mouse guy and you're going up against all the controller players, you're probably going to get a little frustrated. Just saying.
One might get shit on.
You could say one might get shit on.
Yes. The series will run for roughly 3 to 4 months with a variety of prizes depending on each tournament and the number of entrants. More information on each tournament will be available soon. We recommend joining our community Discord and Facebook forums to stay up to date with further announcements. Who the fuck uses Facebook forums? What are Facebook forums? Are we just talking about pages?
Maybe.
I hope they're just talking. What the fuck are Facebook forums?
They might have a Facebook page and they might have like
a link to a forum in there.
Maybe.
I don't know. I've just never heard anybody say Facebook forums.
Wow.
Come along. Wow.
Facebook forums exist.
Wow. Thanks, Owen Wilson. Appreciate you.
Welcome.
Yeah. Oh my God. Tournaments are open to players from Australia, New Zealand, and Asia. Rules regarding this can be found in the tournament page. and how to play. Detailed tournament information will be posted on our website under the Tournaments and Ladders tab. However, before you can sign up, you'll need to create an account. Creating an account is free and only takes a few seconds. So do that. And the final news story of the week, some juicy details are hopefully coming soon. This is by Matt Lato. Previously of Mantra.
Dun, dun, dun.
And he states on Twitter, I am strongly considering going public with why I left Mantra. About 99.99% sure I will. Huh. Wonder what could be happening there. Hey, Matt, if you ever listen to this episode, release that shit. We want to talk about it. I want to know what the fuck's going on with Cuckoo Head. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Cuckoo Head. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah. What's up, Lord?
Heavy Rainfall says that sounds made up. I think he was talking about Facebook forums.
Yeah.
Or like they spoiled an announcement from Facebook.
So like Facebook wasn't ready to announce their Facebook forums yet
feature.
Oh. And so Halo Australia's like, we're leaking that shit.
Maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
Facebook forums could be coming to a Facebook near you. Lord Relay states, I'll admit, I really supported Mantra in the beginning because Zyos was involved. I was actually going to invest in the company before all the fallout. No, I don't blame you. We were excited too because everything seemed like they were the ones that were going to do the good thing, like the right thing. And then, nope. No, they weren't. Well, the one guy. I think everybody else had good intentions in mind.
Yeah, I think the head of the snake was the problem.
I was about to go way worse with that, but I'm glad I didn't. I was about to make a human centipede reference. But
oh boy,
I did not.
Thank you for not.
You're welcome. I like the head of the snake. I didn't go full bore with it. I just mentioned what it would have been. So
okay,
I'm good with the head of the snake.
Can we move on from the news?
We can gladly. That's it for the competitive news. Time for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by NoobCombo.com. Go to NoobCombo.com for all your Halo esports needs. Check them out. Rebrand coming soon. It's going to be dope. What? He's already said it.
Oh, he did? He finally did? Okay.
Well, I mean,
okay.
He didn't make an announcement, but he's mentioned it.
Sweet.
Manny, I'm just looking out for you, man. Okay?
I'm trying to drum up that hype.
Yeah. We want that fucking merch. So drop it. Damn it. I'm just gonna DM him like every day from now on. Hey, like, where the fuck's the merch?
Where is it?
Yeah, where is it, bitch?
How far along are we?
Bitch.
Just gonna.
I'm gonna be like Jesse from Breaking Bad.
No.
Okay.
Surprisingly, he didn't say it all that much. I think it was only like 53 times throughout the whole series.
Only 53 times.
Everyone talks like he said it every single.
Oh, sure.
Every single episode.
But it's just like it's just so weird for like this dude to just at the end of one of his lines just bitch. Like, yeah. Okay. Sure, Jesse. You get it. Lord Relay with the subscription. Thank you so much, man. Thank you very much. We're gonna be working on getting an emote, so stay tuned for that. But hey, you get a cool badge.
Yeah,
you get that badge. Yeah. Do your job, Josh, and shout out the boy. Oh, yeah, for every sub, I'm doing this shit. Woo! There it is. Told you you'd get one. There it is. Don't think I forgot. I didn't fucking forget, all right? Upcoming tournaments of the week.
Yes.
Presented by that of which does not have merch yet, NoobCombo.com. Check out NoobCombo.com to not get merch. Maddie. Just kidding. I'm genuinely excited. I can't fucking wait. NAHL season matches. The North American Halo League. They put out a tweet, and it states, Season 1, Week 3 of the NAHL has been moved back to July 10th and 11th. We're letting our competitors take a break this holiday weekend, and we'll be back on the grind next week. See you then. Therefore, a repeat from last week, Division 1 Week 3 matches. This time, Friday, July 10th, the Banished going up against Foehammer and the Maw go up against Flawless Cowboy. And then on Saturday the 11th, In Amber Clad goes up against Charlie Foxtrot and the Flood go up against Hang 'em High. Division 2, Week 3 matches on the 10th include In Amber Clad against Charlie Foxtrot and the Flood going up against Hang 'em High. And then on Saturday the 11th, the Banished up against Foehammer and the Maw versus Flawless Cowboy. Stay tuned for that. On Friday, July 10th, we have the LFTG Halo 5 2v2 and the SWAT Nation Summer Night Classic Halo 5 SWAT 2v2. If that doesn't get an A+ from you, Will, I don't know what the fuck will. SWAT is in there twice.
SWAT Nation Summer Night Classic Halo 5 SWAT
2v2.
2v2. Perfect.
Can't get any better than that. On Saturday, July 11th, we have the MCC Pro Series Open Tournament number 4. They took a week off. And then on Sunday, July 12th, we have the Halo Australia MCC Online Series H2A 2v2 and the EU Halo 5 HCS 4v4 tournament. Those are your upcoming tournaments of the week. Presented by noobcombo.com. Also, Lord, thank you for boosting the Discord. Greatly appreciated. Sorry I didn't shout you out in the fucking Discord. That's my bad.
Do you know what that does?
No. But he did it.
He did it.
Yeah. He took time and money to do that.
The more people that boost the Discord, it's almost like the better connection we get. Like our voice channels get a better.
Dave states a couple things: better audio quality options, more emotes and emoticons, a shiny icon on your name in the Discord, upload higher quality photos, and an exclusive role for you. But I don't know if Josh has that set up. No, I don't.
There you go. I was gonna get to most of that, but yeah. There we go. Thanks, Dave.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the next segment?
Maybe.
Hey, chat, do you happen to know what the next segment is? I'm not going to wait for you to answer. Will, what do we got next?
Roster Mania! We actually have something for you this week. It's GTHalo versus the Halo Colombia rosters. And here we go. So from GTHalo, we have Team Muted, which was, I'm going to go with Riker, Cheyenne, Helios, and Abs. Team 2 is Kilimanjaro. Why did these names? Do you have any idea how to say that one?
Deontay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why my brain couldn't get that.
It's okay.
So Deontay, X-Man, and Apollo 9. And then Team 3 is going to be and I. What?
Next team. There's only 6.
There is only 6. I'm gonna go with Annex I.
Perfect.
I am Venom, Requiem, and McCall.
What do I tell you every week that we have Roster Mania? It's up to
my discretion.
Interpretation.
Sure.
So it's whatever you say. Whatever you say is right. If they come back and they say it's actually pronounced this, be like, no. It's not our fault you had a fucked up name. Okay? It's not our fault. I already offered $10 to switch your name for you. Nobody reached out to me, damn it. What Will says is right.
So what's up, Shot? Yes, it is Roster Mania time. Yeah. Little live version. Halo Colombia. Let's move on. Natural Killers is the first team here. This includes No Pro Angel, This One, iMaster, and Guardian Flies. Solid Gaming includes Carlos or Carlox. I think
do what you want. It's
Yagami.
your interpretation.
Yeah, it's Carlos, your Yagami. Why, people? This is just N3OSN. There you go. If anyone knows how to say that. The iPablo and Hygox.
This is amazing.
Anyway, Team Gods, Pelu God, Johan, the Luffy, and Running JM. Goddamn.
That last one was good.
That one, yeah, could read those.
Yes. Thanks, Team Gods, for having legible names. God.
Anyway. That does it for Roster Mania. We'll move into the tournament and league recaps of the week here.
Ooh, baby.
And we'll start off with King Cherry Pie Halo 3 4v4 Draft Tournament.
She's my cherry pie.
Nice.
Thanks. This was a charity tournament, by the way. I'm not trying to make fun of King Cherry Pie's name. I like that name.
Oh, I was trying to remember if it was, I think it's Warrant that sings that song.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. Tournament results 7th through 8th. Evader Sweats and yes.
Might be one of the best team names we've had in a while.
Guck Fun Type.
Chat, we'll let you switch letters around to determine what that really meant.
5th through 6th. Eli Envy dot Laku.
Sure.
And Campaign Kings. In 4th was 69 MGS. 3rd was the Gallaghers. Shameless reference there, I believe. 2nd was Stainers, and 1st was Team Fatty. All right.
Good team name. I like it. Short,
right.
sweet, and to the fucking point.
Relay says, yep, it's Warrant. Yes. All right. Esports Arena, Halo 5, 2v2. In 5th through 6th, we had Precision Knight and Infest, and then Outvade and Fear Tyranny. Or Tyranny. 4th place was Cleese and Retrospective. 3rd was SFC Exodus and Commonly, taking home $50. 2nd was Bound and Legend. Bound in 2nd. What the hell? $150. And 1st place went to Renegade and Septify, taking home $300.
Well, that's why he got 2nd.
Renegade was in there.
Renegade.
All right, next up, Europa Halo 5 FFA Frenzy. Hopefully you had that up while you were watching us last week, but here we go. We have the results. In 8th was Ireland. 7th, Elite Master. 6th was Kana DM. 5th was Fabe Speed. 4th, Through. 3rd was Kimbo. 2nd, Infest. And 1st, Legend. Congrats, guys. Next up, the Halo Wars 2v2 22 team tournament.
All the twos.
So many twos. 4th place was Fish and Sausage. Okay. 3rd was Mighty and Cars. 2nd was Shaq and Kobe.
Unfortunate they didn't get first.
No, because 1st place went to Alpha Killers.
Well, they definitely killed the Alphas.
Yeah, Shaq and Kobe.
Yep.
Man. Who knew they were into Halo Wars? God damn.
Oh my God, it's actually really good. I like that. Oh my God.
All right. That does it. Are you okay?
Well, look at chat.
Hey.
I got something to do.
Go for it. Sorry, listening folks at home.
Lord, thank you for gifting a sub to Shot. Shot, hope you enjoy your subscription. Enjoy the badge you got next to your name. And don't worry, Dave, I didn't fucking forget. Woo!
Very nice.
For those who are new, every time there's a new sub, I do a woo.
Why did we determine that?
I don't know. I forgot.
Me too. We just know you have to do it now.
Shit. It used to just be a Friday thing at work, but now it's a subscription thing too.
Oh.
So there's that. That's okay. Hey, Will. Would you like some traditional Halo news?
Yes, I would, Josh.
Oh,
yes,
love
I
it.
would.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Xbox Series X's July first-party game showcase may have a date.
Woo!
Woo, we get a woo from Will. Woo!
What? Woo! 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 I want that Halo Infinite news. Come on. Give me something.
We're fucking Ric Flair up in this bitch. Woo!
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. This is great. Shot says having a hard time keeping these alligators down. Hell yeah, man. Thank you for getting the Ric Flair reference, too. Thank you, Lord, as well. God, I love this. Dave says, if you ain't watching live, are you even watching? That's the question.
Good.
Love how this became a woo stream. We'll see what happens. But this is by Alessandro Barbosa of GameSpot. Despite launching Xbox 2020 as a monthly event leading up to the launch of the Xbox Series X, Microsoft chose not to host a stream in June. Instead, it redirected efforts towards its July showing, where we know it'll focus on revealing first-party Xbox Series X games. Microsoft has avoided sharing any kind of date for the event so far, but now it's been reported that it will take place on July 23rd. VentureBeat reporter Jeff Grubb first mentioned the date before Video Game Chronicle corroborated his report with its own sources. The event, while still subject to having its date changed, will showcase first looks at numerous first-party titles in development for the Xbox Series X, with Halo Infinite leading the charge. Games from Forza Horizon developer Playground Games and new studio The Initiative are also expected to be shown.
There's always a new racing game.
Exactly, and I'll buy it and play the shit out of it. So, July 23rd is the expected date for the actual event to take place, which is a Thursday. Okay? Just giving people a heads up. It's not set in stone. Xbox has not come out with a statement, but Grubb he's a valid source within the space, and it sounds like that's what this is going to be. But in the words of our show, we'll just have to wait and see. So before we move on to the next news story, I got to say, my coworker goes on maternity leave like sooner rather than later. So if she goes early, it'd be in August. And I wanted to take time off work before she goes because I'll be alone basically. So I might just take that week off. And I'm hoping that it doesn't fucking change because I really hope that's what it is. Lord says, this July event is going to be fucking fire. I can't wait. Heavy Rainfall says, it better be fire, man. It feels like we've been waiting an infinite amount of time for... Get the... fuck. Okay, moving on. Halo...
Save.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Halo 5 on PC?
Nah.
Not really. Nice. You literally went with that. Thank you. This is by Spartan and Josh Mankey. So Josh says, I guess I could see matchmaking on Halo 5 PC happening someday, but likely not till long after Infinite. Which means this fucker ain't even being worked on. I'm guaranteed this thing ain't even being worked on.
No.
But yeah, there's a little tease for you if you want that. Dave says, did you guys see the tweet about how we've learned more about Halo Infinite from toys than 343? I giggled. Speaking of toys, what a segue from Dave. Halo Mega Construct sets announced. This is by Tom Jurassic and Pure Genius Lego. There's a few tweets there. There's a lot of new sets and figurines that are coming out.
Did you see the potential leak by one of the brutes?
With Locke's helmet?
Yeah.
Or whatever? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope
Locke's dead. Fuck him.
They have to do, I hope if it is true, then now, I believe Xbox came out with a statement saying that it's don't read into it.
Somebody from 343 put that out.
Yeah.
And said, don't worry about it.
But if it is true, they have to do it in a spectacular way. It can't be an intro cutscene or.
Picture this.
Ooh.
The Flood aren't the only race that mutates. The brutes are as well. There's a new virus.
Now you're going out there.
Spartan Locke got the virus.
He's becoming a brute.
He's become a brute. Of the banished. He was banished from the Spartan program. He's now Atriox's right-hand man.
No.
Go away, Josh. Put the tinfoil cap back. Oh my God. He was just doing his job. Holy shit. Oh, what's up, Maddie? Oh, Maddie, you missed me ditching you. You missed me dissing you about your fucking lack of merch, bitch. All right, so Maddie says, didn't Sketch say that the current images of the toys don't give anything away? That's what we were mentioning.
Yeah.
Dave says, I loved Locke. Lord says, I hope Locke is killed in the first 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Shot says, you were the only one, Dave. Halo Infinite, The Fly. Oh my God. Shot says he was only following orders. Maddie says, all in due time, Josh, in all caps. Well, you know what? Time is ticking, motherfucker.
Josh is getting angry.
Where's my motherfucking merch, Davey Wavy? I don't know why I called you Davey Wavy. Maddie, where's my merch, man? Maddie.
Oh.
Maddie. Just like release it.
You gotta do it right.
Just fucking release it.
Maybe he's waiting for Infinite. Boom, new game, new merch.
You're not wrong. Maddie says, you want me to release it or Dave? You know what? Fuck it. Let Dave release it.
Dave's Twitter.
It's just like Halo Australia putting out that Facebook has forums now.
Yeah.
They just leak out new shit.
Dave, I got this. Yeah. All right.
Please do. I laugh so fucking hard. On behalf of noobcombo.com, I got the inside scoop. Here's their brand new merch. Okay. Holy shit. MCC development update for June 2020. This is the big boy. It's the last piece of regular news as well. So, I cut down the article. I trimmed it down into the things that are realistically most important to us. So, an update on Halo 3 flighting. One update, 2 extensions, and nearly 350,000 Halo Insider invitations later, the Halo 3 PC flight came to a close on Monday. During this flight, the team got some great feedback from our Halo Insiders who submitted tickets, roughly 4,000 in total. With the scale of players and tickets, along with the types of tickets being created, Halo 3 seems to be shaping up solidly on PC. In the flight update that was released last week, the team was able to knock out nearly 100 different bugs, including these two. Improving muffled audio sounds for weapons and voiceovers, and resolving player emblems so they appear accurately on character models. So there you go. Cracking skulls. There's a new skull introduced that is going to be coming out with Halo 3 when Halo 3 releases on MCC for PC. Okay? Do you want to know what this skull does?
Sure.
It's basically a jetpack in Halo 3. But when I watched the little video that they included, it's more like it felt more like the movement. It was like the movement of being in Forge with the monitor, so you can basically go anywhere you want with the trajectory of a jetpack. It was weird. You can make you could cover a lot more distance.
Sure.
So,
did you also see the video that was put out this week with the FOV slider on Halo 3? It looked like you were just zooming through the maps.
Oh yeah. It looks like go a lot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was playing at max FOV, I think is 105. I think. What the fuck did he just post?
Oh no.
God damn it, Dave. It's literally just a white t-shirt with the old Noob Combo logo on it. Jesus Christ. Okay. So yeah, they have a jetpack skull coming for Halo 3. And it looks awesome. Oh, thank you, Lord. Lord shouted us out on r/competitive Halo on Reddit.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you, man. So there's that. Art and design update. New customization options are coming. So what can you earn? Well, it's mainly tied to Halo CE. Okay? New visors, like visor colors. Will, what the fuck? Visor colors are the best thing ever. How would you not want this? You can have blues and reds and greens and rainbows, visors. That's it for the show. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you had a good one. No. Weapon skins, Will! They're a thing. They're coming. And so are vehicle skins.
Not a fan.
You don't like them?
No.
Why not?
Doesn't seem to place right into Halo.
So here's a question. This is a serious question, okay? So you say, I agree with you that it doesn't feel like they fit well in the Halo scene.
Yeah.
But I also kind of feel that way about Warzone. Like when you get into a vehicle in Warzone and your skin gets applied to it, it just doesn't look natural at all.
Yeah.
But it does work in that case.
Sure.
So, I mean, I don't know. Yes, it doesn't look like it fits, but I think it could be really funny to see just some bedazzled looking scorpions running around. I don't know. It could be.
It's a way to express yourself within the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it could be cool that they're starting with CE. They don't know if they're going to be expanding to other games in terms of this type of style of customization. I imagine they will. But there's a question in the article that asks about, is there a reason why we started with Halo CE in this customization front and not a different title? And they answered that. So there's information for you there. But, yeah, you'll be able to customize the look of both UNSC and Covenant weapons. So
for me, like weapon skins and stuff. So the first game that I played that really had them was PUBG, right? It came out with weapon and I never equipped them because I was the type of person where like, I don't want another player to know if that's a static spawn or if that was picked up by someone. You know what I mean?
It's a good point.
Yeah, I guess in a shooter like that, it wouldn't matter much, but
then you also like your appearance matters in that game too. Like how well you hide.
Yeah.
How well you remain hidden. So if you have like a flashy gun and whatnot, people may be able to make that out.
Right.
So you might be easier to spot, which could be a disadvantage. So I don't know.
Like the first weapon skin they gave out for PUBG was a orange weapon skin, which I thought was funny considering it is a hide game.
Right. Tactical
shooter. And you have an orange weapon, which is easy to spot.
Right. It's like when you go hunting and it shows like, hey, don't shoot me. I have this, right?
Yep.
Lord Relay says, I was watching a video where someone made a great point about the downside of all these customization options being tied to a progression system. It makes it hard for machinima and content creators to use these assets from day one. They have to grind the game before they can put them to use in content. I can definitely see that as being an issue, Lord. There's no getting around that. I understand that completely. And that's not great. The only thing I can say is that they did announce that they're going to allow you, there's going to be a system implemented within this new update for when the second season releases to allow you to better choose which unlock you want instead of having to go through the process that they set out.
Because that's what we complained about that a lot. Why give us the points if you just unlock the next thing in line anyway?
Exactly. So there's going to be a systems change in the new update that will allow you to better pick what you want. I'm not entirely certain how that's going to work out. I don't know if you're literally going to be able to pick whatever you want out of it. It might be a tier base, so where you could pick out one thing from that tier before like you have all tiers unlocked and then you move to the next tier. I don't know. I literally don't know. But there is a way to somewhat circumvent that depending upon the scenario. It's not great, don't get me wrong, but that is hopefully a little bit better. Shot says pink warthogs. Dave says, I want my face on the front of a hog. Picture this way. Green skins on the red truck would let you hide in a bush better. And he says, do that for Halo 5, you cowards. All right. Shot says HLG returns.
I'm wondering with this new progression system.
Yes.
And I don't want to say there was outrage with Halo 5, but there was unrest with Halo 5 not being able to choose what you unlock. Like, Dave still doesn't have Hell Jumper, right? Just thought I'd...
Still can't fucking believe he doesn't have Hell Jumper.
But that's the one thing he wanted, right? So
yeah.
maybe I'm hoping in Infinite, if there is customization like this, we'll have a point system that we can choose to unlock what we want.
Literally just like Halo Reach. That's what... I know you didn't play it at the time, but that was how Reach's customization was. Is that when you earned enough credits...
Yep.
And now, granted, you still had to like level up to unlock the ability to purchase more items.
Yeah.
But if you had the amount of credits and you were high enough level, you could buy the one thing that you wanted. So, yes, I agree that they should probably do that for Infinite, giving you a better visual to be, this is what I need to do in order to get said thing.
Yeah.
You could have things... We've talked about before. You could have things locked behind specific achievements, challenges in the game, so on and so forth. Just credits themselves. There's multiple ways that they could go about it. But Dave says, I would argue that I would want the Overwatch style. Here's a box, but here's some credit to get what you want. So kind of like have I don't want to say best of both worlds because a lot of people hate loot boxes.
Yeah.
But just having the ability to have both systems in place, I guess. I mean, you could have caches on the map. Like if it's a more open style, because we don't know. Like we don't know if it's an open world or whatnot. We're speculating. But if it is a more open area, right? Maybe there are places for exploration and there are caches sitting there.
Sounds like Destiny.
It could be. That's what I'm saying, right? I just don't know.
Yeah.
But it could be cool. You've talked about in previous episodes where you said you'd like it to be open world, right? Am I right in that?
Yeah.
An open world style game?
Yeah, but I've kind of I've been back and forth on it a little bit because Halo's never been open world. It's do the campaign missions.
It's been linear.
But, yeah, I don't know.
I'd be fine. We've talked about it before, but we have new people listening and so on and so forth. I'd like maybe a hub world, kind of like ODST did, but better, obviously. And because one of the cool things about Halo 3 ODST is that there were bunkers that were locked behind gates that you'd have to go unlock. And then when you did, like there may be a vehicle in there, like a couple mongooses or a couple ghosts. There could be a good weapon in there to use in the overworld. So having a big hub that you could explore, different things happen depending upon like if there's different events that go on, it could be cool. Shot says, I did like the CR system from Reach, but it was really grindy towards the end. Overwatch system would be awesome if they implemented it the right way. And Dave said, people hate loot boxes, but people also hate games where you have a shit ton of credit with nothing to spend it on. All us Sea of Thieves. Okay. Quickly, a couple points I wanted to hit on. Weapon skins. So if a player has a weapon skin on their weapon and they die and they drop that weapon, that skin is still applied to it. Mm-hmm. So when you pick it up, you'll be able to see that skin. Oh, wait, hold on. So if this weapon is dropped, it will retain the look of that skin until a player with a different skin picks it up, in which case it'll change. But if you don't have it, it'll show it. And then, yeah, vehicle skins, you can change both UNSC and Covenant vehicles. So that's cool. Same thing. If a vehicle is exited, it will retain the look of that skin until a player with a different skin enters the driver's seat, in which case it changes to the custom skin that the player has set. And then, some people in the flight have recognized an option that toggles on and off for skins. You touched on this earlier, but can you explain a bit what that option will do for players in the game? In the event a player does not like the look of the new skins, we have added a new option to the gameplay tab that allows players to opt out of seeing the new skins. It's called the new skins. It is called new skins and it is enabled by default. It's Toggling this to disabled will only show the original Halo CE weapons, vehicles, and visors for the player on their machine, regardless of what option the other players have set. All players who have this option enabled will see the new skins. So there you go. And then the state of the game with Farns. Dave says, no, brute vehicles, no road rollers. This is for Halo CE only. And brutes weren't in CE, so no. Top community reported issues. Xbox performance. No shit, this is still reported. This thing is a disaster. We're continuing to investigate and improve performance issues on Xbox. Updates will be coming along with each game release. Okay. Pistol spread for Halo CE multiplayer with higher FPS. Initial results for the changes will be rolled out with the Halo 2 launcher overall positive. We'll continue to monitor, but for now, removing this from active status. Well, according to Silas, this shit ain't fixed, so. But apparently it is. Audio issues. Most reported issues for Reach should be fixed in the next update with Halo 3's release. If the changes are positively received, this will be removed from the list in the next blog. There's a lack of period there. Mouse input. This is an area of the game that we'll continue to monitor and improve upon where we can. If you're encountering issues with this, submit a ticket. Idle stops matchmaking. This is still on our list, but nothing new to share on this one as we try to tackle higher priority issues. Achievement issues and support tickets. They're still working on it. And then hit registration. We started an initial investigation a few weeks back, as you have now read above. While this is not one of our top issues coming into the support ticket system, it has been a long-standing complaint for many in the community, so it is being added to the list. We'll continue to investigate, share our findings with you, and hopefully be able to flight some potential changes in the near future. Global features and development status. Actively in development. Progression system improvements, including challenges. UI, UX improvements around navigation, roster customization, and many more areas of the game. View model adjustment. Steam account linking. In-game FPS caps and adjustments. Customization improvements. PC file share. And additional video settings and options. In design iteration. Custom game browser. It's being looked at. Input-based matchmaking.
Ooh.
Also being looked at.
Looked.
Yeah. Regional server selection. Cross-play between Xbox and PC. Woo, woo, woo. That's...
Is it on the shelf still, or is it being looked at?
Well, it's still being looked at, but can we, bump that fucker up, please? That'd be great. Additional mod support. Text chat improvements. Better ways to report players. And double keybinds for all games. And then in the backlog pending further discussions. VFR improvements to Reach and H2A. Idle system improvements. Bringing PC features to consoles. Like FOV sliders.
Yeah.
Additional accessibility support. Split screen on PC.
Oh.
This has been added back to the backlog based on community feedback. And HDR support on PC.
Ooh.
Which has also been added back to the backlog. You know what I don't fucking understand?
No.
This is a little ranty Josh here.
Oh.
Just a second. Just a second.
Just a second. One.
Fuck off. So, on the Xbox Series X, the Xbox One X. What the fuck am I talking about? On the Xbox One X.
This is going to be so much confusion.
I already am. There is HDR support on MCC. I don't understand. This is just a small little nitpicky thing, but I don't understand how this wasn't a main driving point to be in the PC feature list upon release. I just don't get it. Yes, not everybody takes advantage of HDR. I get it. Okay, I completely understand. Not everybody has an HDR monitor. Okay, it's probably because not a lot of people use these technologies, so they didn't bother with it right away. I get it. But I'm just surprised they didn't have a little bit more focus on that to be something that released. I just don't get it.
Yeah. Okay, so there's some talk in the chat about the pizza skin. And I just have a question. The pizza AR.
Oh, in Halo 5?
Yeah. Is that skin the reason people send pizza to 343 all the time now? Or is that something else?
I think that was something else.
Okay.
I think it was a tweet that they put out or something.
Gotcha. Oh, wait, they were partnered with like a pizza. Oh.
Dave says it was a tweet. Yep, that's what I thought.
Okay. Got it.
I don't know. Lord says, I wonder if this option will be an infinite. People who hate the new pizza AR skin won't have to see it. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to give you the option. More options are better, so I'm hopeful. Hey, Will, that's it for the regular Halo news. God, another game's a watch.
You made that real awkward. Just saying.
Well, how? How did I make that awkward? How?
Never mind. Just freaking go. Let's go.
Okay, apparently I made it awkward. My bad.
Pause. You didn't do it like...
I was waiting for you to press the button.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. I thought it was a thing.
Okay.
I thought you were waiting for me. I was waiting for you.
Yeah, we were just
Stalemate.
awkwardly waiting.
Challenger Series postseason format's been announced by the COD League. Challengers postseason format. New Challengers postseason format will include a last chance qualifiers event and finals event. All competitions will take place online in 3 regions, NA, EU, and APAC. Combined prize pool of $500,000. Last chance qualifier. Saturday, August 1st and Sunday, August 2nd. Open sign up online to qualify. NA qualifier. Top 24 challengers points teams go straight into the finals event. 8 teams qualify via last chance qualifier. EU qualifier. Same thing. And then APAC qualifier. Top 12 challengers points teams go straight into the finals event with 4 teams qualifying via the last chance qualifier. The finals. Dates to be determined, to be announced soon. Rosters that auto-qualify for finals are based on rosters from last challengers event, the Toronto Home Series Tournament. The top 32 NA teams will play in a double elimination bracket for $250,000. The top 32 EU teams will play in a double elimination bracket for $200,000. And the top 16 APAC teams will play in a double elimination bracket for $50,000. Ain't no fucking chump change in the Call of Duty League, I can tell you that much.
Nope.
God damn. Challenger Series.
Yeah.
$500,000 prize pool for a Challenger Series.
The thing I kind of noticed too with some of the Challengers teams is, like Tiny, who is part of Rocker, plays in those as well. So he's in that in between mode where he's like, I think he's over being an amateur, but he's not quite a pro yet. Like he's like just there.
Right, and we've seen a lot of these franchise teams have extensions into the Challenger Series as well.
Yeah, it's like they're freaking their college to the NFL, you know?
Absolutely. That was perfect. Yeah. That's exactly what that is. Dave says a new Tarkov episode came out yesterday too, Will.
I heard about it. Didn't have time to watch it. So maybe I'll do that later today.
Dave says Hyperscape. Oh, that BR. The Ubisoft BR.
Ubisoft BR.
So I didn't include this in here. Probably I should have, but whatever. I was watching Golden Boy play it, and I've been reading his tweets about it, and he said that to him, he thinks it's finally clicked with him where it's an arena shooter, but with a BR format.
Sure. So
he enjoys it more now. He said that the sniper and the machine gun, I think is what he said, are incredibly overpowered.
There's it's almost like an LMG, and it's super overpowered.
Cool. Well, so hopefully they fucking fix that. But no, the movement looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't know about the art style, but to each their own. I mean, it's new. So.
Yeah, I was watching, of course, Lupo play it.
Yeah, I watched, too.
And he had a gun that did like AoE effect, like damage effect, right? Area damage effect.
Yeah, area of effect.
So he would shoot that, and like if someone was in a building, he'd just shoot that in there and then just bull rush with a machine gun, and he was mowing people down. He had like a 21 kill game.
Okay.
So
Dave says it's overpowered at max level, and he likes the whole crown element, less about getting kills at the end. Yes. So for those who don't know, there's a crown that spawns towards the end of the game when a certain amount of teams are left, maybe 2 or 3. I don't know. And you have to hold it. You have 2 ways you can win the game. You can kill everybody, traditional, right?
Yep.
Or you can grab the crown, and if you hold it for, I think, 45 seconds,
you win.
You win the game.
So you must be marked when you have it.
You do. Yep, you are. You can clearly see. At the final circle, the crown spawns. That's what Dave says. And then Lord says, an arena shooter with a BR format, my quote, that sounds like something Infinite might be able to capitalize on. If people find that enjoyable, the potential is there. So, Lord, we talked about the BR and Halo thing. If it came out, I'd play it because it's Halo related. And there is obviously a market to capitalize on. Warzone is apparently doing gangbusters. Fortnite still is played all the time. Still one of the top games on Twitch still. So, yeah, I mean, they could definitely capitalize on the market. I'd be fine if they wanted to focus some... I mean, maybe they're working on it right now. Who the hell knows? It's just, if it comes out, I just hope the base game is good, obviously. And then I hope that if a BR does come out, that I hope that's good too. I just hope it's all good.
The thing I'm worried about from the community is if a BR comes out, if it's not polished, it's fucked. If a BR comes out and matchmaking's fucked, well then the BR is instantly bad because matchmaking's fucked. There's going to be like that, you know what I mean? Or BR caused matchmaking to be horrible because they focus resources on the BR
or let's just say that it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
And everybody moves to that. And then the population decreases in the typical multiplayer side.
Possible.
And you don't see that with Call of Duty because Call of Duty's Call of Duty, right? Yeah, and you have cross-platform play too, so you just don't have to worry about that. But with Halo being on one platform, I mean one company's platform, not just Xbox Series X or Xbox One. It's on multiple of those, but I don't know. Dave says, I don't know where I saw this, but if they do a BR, the circle better be the Covenant glassing the area. That'd be fucking dope, actually. Lord says, I would play a Halo BR, but would go back to Arena 99% of the time because that's what I love. Like I said, it's just, I hope that they're going to do what they want to do. Obviously. I just hope with whatever they fucking come out with, it's really good. I don't know.
I guess... Yeah. They're going to, like you said, they're going to do what they want to do.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was trying to think because in most BRs, there's some form of armor, which we do have shields in Halo, but without a shield, you're like 1 or 2 shot, which wouldn't be fun in a BR sense. I mean, so then do you spawn them with shields and then have to pick up some sort of like overshield, but that they couldn't be as strong as a normal overshield because then you're getting shot.
So they did increase time to kill in Warzone versus typical Call of Duty multiplayer.
Sure.
Because it takes a while to get armor completely off. It takes more shots than you'd think. And it also takes more shots to take somebody down. And it also takes more shots to fully kill somebody in a downed state than it would in a traditional multiplayer of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So they could
balance it.
Yeah, they could just increase time to kill than typical Halo multiplayer. Dave says you could spawn with shields, but the upgrades would be the shield rate and amount. So like the shield recharge rate and amount. It's true. So you could always have a shield no matter what.
Or just, like you said, spawn with... Because I'm thinking like, if you drop in as an ODST, right, you're not going to have shields. But then you can pick up armor that would give you some sort of shield.
True.
And then you could, the more maybe armor pieces you pick up, the more shield you have. I don't know. Something to that effect.
Or you just have like shield components.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's a good point. I don't know how they do it. Lord asks, you guys think that with the Slipspace engine, 343 would like to churn out an arena multiplayer element of Halo every year, kind of like what COD does to keep the interest engagement up?
It'd be nice, but I don't think they will.
I don't think they will either. I think that, to me, I made the joke countless times. It's dead now. But I say infinite possibilities, right, with this release of this game. I truly believe in the back of my mind that the reason why they named this Halo Infinite is to have it not necessarily be a live service game, but a game in which comes out at the full $60 and then they can continually patch, add content to, whether it be free map packs, whatever it is. Maybe, this is a huge maybe, and this is just, I don't even think this would happen, but maybe they could do like expansions, like a story expansion, making it more of a live service type thing. But I think the reason why they named it Infinite is to have that possibility open.
Sure.
And in terms of Lord Relay's question of the Slipspace engine, they did say that the reason why they're using this new engine that they developed is to allow them to make changes more quickly.
Yeah. So
hopefully that is what that would allow them to do.
I can agree.
Awesome. Dave says, the concern with you being ODST is that you'd have to feel real different from the multiplayer and it could lose the casual element. But like I mean, I like the idea of being ODST.
That's like what general, like I've been playing PUBG more, and you drop in, no gun, no weapon, no armor, no helmet, nothing. You just drop in and you're just a person, and you have to run and find all these things.
It's true. Dave says, I wonder if part of the reason why they call it Infinite is because the campaign is forgeable, so people as well, so people can create fan missions and such. Who knows? It's a good point, too. I don't know. I just think it gives them, I think it leaves more doors open than closes.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited for what they're going to do. And we, like you said, Will, we really do hope that they continually add stuff to the game over time. And I know I keep making Destiny references. Like, I get it. But hear me out here. So Destiny is going to be doing the DCV, the Destiny Content Vault, with the release of Beyond Light in the fall.
Yeah.
Right? Halo Infinite comes out. They, over the next, let's say every year, right? Throughout the year, every few months, they do a content update. Actually new maps. Okay? Man, they can throw a remake in there of one or two if they want to. Just one or two. To make some fans happy, but keep it new primarily, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then at the end of the year, they announce their next year's roadmap or whatever it's going to be, and they take some of the maps that are not as played as well or not received as well, and they put them away. And they're like, we're taking these out of the rotation. We're going to put emphasis on the new maps that we're putting out. That way you don't have to see this one the same 50 times in a row that you've already seen it when the game first came out. We're done, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe they could tweak them based off feedback. They could bring them back later, or they can just keep introducing new stuff. But keeping things fresh by just continually recycling out, putting in new, so on and so forth. Bobetta Feta, welcome. Says, greetings from the Bama Lamp. Bama Lamp up! But yeah. Alabama. Jesus Christ, Dave. Good job. Good job. Okay, let's move on. The head of Xbox Live, Dan McCulloch, leaves Microsoft. This is by Asher Madan of Windows Central. Do you just catch up on chat there? The fucking beach towel. Jesus, Dave Christ. Okay. Today, Dan McCulloch, the head of Xbox Live, announced that he is leaving Microsoft. He said on Twitter, quote, after 15 years at Xbox, I announced today that I'll be leaving. I made so many friends, learned so much, and truly had a blast. I'm extremely excited about the next opportunity in my career, and I will be announcing that very soon. You all will be pumped, end quote. McCulloch has made a number of contributions to Xbox Live over the years, and he'll be missed. His departure follows years of record growth for Microsoft's gaming services during a time where its network became truly fundamental to its Xbox console family. It's unclear who will replace him as head of Xbox Live, but we'll keep you posted as soon as we know more. So good luck to him. 15 years. That's insane. And when you think about that, it's 2020. That was 2005. As the head of Xbox Live, 2005. Hold on.
Seeing if that was the start.
Halo 2 came out in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
So he was there realistically from the fucking get-go. And that's insane. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to that entire Xbox Live team for making something truly remarkable and ahead of its time at that time. Nothing had been seen like it before. Dreamcast tried, but what's the phrase? Fuck, I'm forgetting.
I don't know either. I don't know what you're going at.
Something to walk for something to fly or something like that. Oh. I don't know. Either way, congratulations. That's incredible. And then another legend has left their respective space as well. This is the name of this article is It's Hard to Say Goodbye. This is by Andy McNamara, formerly of Game Informer. I was 19 when the first issue of Game Informer released back in 1991. For me, it was a dream come true. There I was, in print, official. I had done something, and my parents thought was possible. I turned my love of video games into a job. By some miracle, I had that job my whole adult life. I worked hard, moved up, and had the pleasure of being part of Game Informer every step of the way. However, this is where that journey ends. After 327 issues, this will be my last one. I'm stepping away from games journalism. I've had the time of my life here. I owe some of my best friends and most memorable experiences to this place. Countless people throughout this industry have inspired me, believed in me, trusted me, and ultimately fought with me to make Game Informer the best we can make it. Things were not always easy. We had a long road to success with plenty of challenges, but I was always proud of the Game Informer team spirit that could fight through anything. Over the last 29 years, I've had the privilege to work with so many talented and amazing people. Andy Reiner, your new editor-in-chief, and I worked side by side for 26 years. Month after month, issue after issue. I don't have the space here to individually thank everyone who was woven into Game Informer's history, but you can find their names in every issue over the decades, and I'm always happy to tell stories about our adventures together. I am not leaving the game industry, so my time with these lovely people, or you, is not done. It will just no longer take place under the Game Informer banner, unless they invite me to be a guest on one of their shows. Please! To the fans of Game Informer, there's no way for me to convey the depth of my gratitude for your support. From print and online to our shows and podcasts, you have always been the reason we do what we do. You are all part of the Game Informer family. The team here is so talented, you will barely notice my absence. Please support them in all they do. It is just time for me to try something new. I love you, Game Informer fam, and I always will. Cheers. P.S. I'm not dead. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheRealAndyMC. Let's talk games. Special shout out to my Funko Land peeps. Drops the mic. Oh, fucking Funko Land. Whew. All right, the final news story of the week. NBA 2K21. The price is $10 more expensive on Xbox Series X and PS5. This is by Christopher Dring of GameIndustry.biz. NBA 2K21 will have a recommended price of $69.99 USD when it launches on PS5 and Xbox Series X this year. That's $10 more than the PS4 and Xbox One version, which is a recommended price of $59.99 USD. It's the first hint that the next generation may lead to higher software prices as development costs are expected to increase with the new machines. The Xbox One and PS4 versions are due out on September 4th, with the PS5 and Xbox Series X editions set to launch alongside the new machines later this year. 2K says the more expensive versions have been, quote, built from the ground up for next-generation consoles, end quote. The issue around game pricing was discussed by former PlayStation executive Sean Layden during the Game Lab conference last month. He told attendees at the event, quote, it's been $59.99 since I started in this business, but the cost of games have gone up 10 times. If you don't have elasticity on the price point, but you have huge volatility on the cost line, the model becomes more difficult. I think this generation is going to see those two imperatives collide." End quote. Layden said that one solution to the rising cost of development was to create shorter games. There you go.
All right.
What do you think?
The $10 I'm not too concerned about. It sucks, but everything's gone up in the time we've been paying $60 for games.
And cartridge games used to be that price.
Sure, yeah.
Like on the N64, they used to be that expensive. So,
all right, 2K. They're really pissing me off.
You don't like microtransactions?
Not okay. Yeah, this game heavily relies on microtransactions. They're online. Your 2K, your player.
Yeah.
The My Player model. It's pay to win. If you can just pay to upgrade your character and be the best.
That's shitty.
This isn't what's pissing me off. So if you've looked at 2K, what they're doing, to me, it feels like they're taking advantage of Kobe's passing. They're releasing
the Mamba Forever Edition.
But here's the thing.
Two different covers
for two different consoles or for two different generations.
Yeah.
So
his when he was younger and then when he was older, the two jersey numbers that he had, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So there's a different set for the PS4, there's a different set for the PS5 and Xbox respectively. It really feels like, if you're a Kobe fan and you like
you're probably going to buy both.
You're going to buy both. They're freaking using that to upsell their game, which is, it just doesn't seem right to me.
It's really shitty.
Like Joey, my buddy Joey, still has the 2K that Kobe was originally on, and he still has all that stuff. So like he wants to keep the collection going. But
Absolutely.
now he's got to pay for the same game twice, when I believe they're doing the whole, if you buy it on Xbox, you can play it, or if you buy it on Xbox One, you can play it on Series X. So you're still going to want both those hard cases, right? Or both those art styles. And it really kind of pushes you away from a digital edition of a game, because then you can't have the physical collectible things with it. Mm-hmm. So I don't like what 2K is doing at all with this. It pissed me off a little bit. It seems cheap. It just sucks.
I agree. Dave asks, what if the cover is reversible?
Like if on the PS4 version they have the other cover on the other side?
Yeah. Just what if the Mamba edition had a reversible cover?
Then it would both be on if the editions were the same, I'd be fine with it.
Okay.
Because then yes, I get it. They're trying to honor Kobe.
Yeah.
But to do it this way where it's like,
no, it's shitty.
Enticing you to buy 2 copies of their game.
I agree. I think it's awesome that they are doing something to the fuck am I trying to say? You already said it. I'm not even going to say anything. But yes, it is very shitty based off the business model. Looks like they're taking an approach of right now.
Yeah.
Moving on from 2K specifically, do you think this is what it's going to be? Do you think that next-gen games, it just started with 2K, but do you think next-gen games are going to be $69.99?
I think so. I think they will be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think that, to be just blatantly honest, I'm surprised that games have been the price that they have been for as long as they have been.
Well, that's why the whole microtransaction thing came up. It was a way for game makers to make more money,
right,
with their games.
Absolutely.
They may have been selling at a loss at $60, but then making up money otherwise.
Oh yeah, otherwise. You look at Madden Ultimate Team; they are running it, and you look at FIFA Ultimate Team as well. That's, oh my God, the amount of money that I think they had a report that came out that, because all these countries and people were doing petitions and whatnot, be like, no, remove the microtransactions from your game. They're like, it's about child gambling and whatnot. Like, I get it. I fully respect that. That's not something I'm downplaying. But their financial report came out. The amount of money that they make on FIFA alone via microtransactions is fucking insane.
I believe it.
And that's the thing. I believe it too. It's just when you look at the number, you're like, what the fuck? And then you just add Madden on top of that. No way they're going to stop that. Are you kidding me?
NHL as well?
Yeah, they're never going to stop that. MLB The Show, it's not EA, but like MLB The Show.
And these games come out every year.
Every year. Every fucking year. Oh, my God. Dave says, if a game does not have other versions, I believe it will be $69.99.
Right, like $69.99 will be base, and then, you want the Ultimate Edition.
You want the Gold Edition where you can play 3 days early?
Yeah.
$99.99. Bitch.
I mean, we already see that now. It might be $119.99.
It could be $149.99.
Maybe not.
$199.99?
Maybe for the collector's edition with all the little figures and all.
You're right. I'm sorry. You mean $119.95. That you gotta save that 5 cents. No, it's Lord says if they can keep moving the cost of games up, even third-party developers, it advances the subscription model. I wouldn't be surprised if EA Access takes a monthly price to play all the new games. What's up, Hero? Welcome back. But they still won't remove the microtransactions. So we've talked about it weeks ago where Microsoft's moneymaker is their services.
Yeah.
Xbox Live, Xbox Game Pass, Windows, right?
Sure.
They make their money off of their services that they provide. Office 365. They want you to buy their hardware. Don't get me wrong. They'd love if you bought a Surface Book or a Surface laptop or, an Xbox, whatever it is. But their money makers are their services. So regardless if game prices go up, Lord, I mean, like you're getting at here, they would use that, Microsoft specifically, they could use that as a pushing point for Xbox Game Pass. Like, brand new next-gen games, what are going to be current-gen games, are going to be $69.99 MSRP baseline, right? You can buy Forza Motorsport 8 or 9, whatever, Forza Horizon, whatever it's going to be. You can buy that at $69.99 base price or get the other editions, blah, blah, blah. Or you can pay $9.99 or whatever it is a month for Xbox Game Pass, and you get the Ultimate Edition in there. There you go.
Yeah. I've kind of come to the mindset because I didn't like paying the $9.99 a month. But I was like, wait a second. If I play one game that I would have bought and then just put away for the rest of the year, it's already paying for itself there. I didn't have to buy that game. So
exactly.
I mean, yeah, upping the price of games would just reinforce that even more.
Yep.
But then could they turn around and say games are more expensive? Give me $7 more a month.
Right. I hope that's not what they do. I am currently a subscriber to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for $15 a month.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is because you get Game Pass, obviously, but I have Xbox Live, right?
Yeah.
I play with friends on Xbox Live. And instead of paying $10 a month for that, I'd rather just pay $15 and get access to the games anyway.
Yep.
So there it is. They have me hooked. I probably will never cancel, ever. If Xbox Live remains a thing, which it will because they love their services, I'll continue to pay for it forever. But that's just it. Dave says, this might sound bad, but I would support the subscription model with microtransactions upon first glance. I would get more out of the game for the same price if so. The thing that I like, and I don't even play many games off the service, but the thing that I like that Apple Arcade, they do specifically, you pay, I think it's $5 a month. You get access to all their games on their arcade service, and there's no microtransactions at all in any of the games. And that includes games that used to have microtransactions. They just completely got rid of them, and you earn everything through gameplay. Now, obviously, with Xbox Game Pass and whatnot, these are bigger titles we're talking about here. But that could be something that could be cool to see where, hey, we've worked with the developers of these games. If you get Xbox Game Pass, there's no microtransactions in these. You earn everything through playing them. Now, that could not work, too. I'm just spitballing here.
For me, with a subscription service, my whole thing with microtransactions is I don't actually own this game. Why am I going to spend more money into a game I might not keep? Or if I do ever decide to end my service, I feel like my microtransactions went to waste because I can never go back and access it.
Absolutely. Lord and Heavy are talking about how great Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is, which it is. Not even like Microsoft fanboys or anything. It's just a good service all around. Dave says he shit himself when it came to PC.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it is cool. So it sounds like $69.99 might be the
new price.
The new.
Which is tough though, because in the current North America, the U.S. specifically, the current economic issue is, people are furloughed, laid off from their jobs more than ever. You're going to come out with a new price point that might deter people from buying your new systems.
Sure.
It's another way to look at it.
Right.
So you have to balance that.
But if games are $69.99, have you heard of Xbox Game Pass?
Yeah.
It's only $9.99.
I got you, but that's not every game.
Oh, I know. But typically, and you know this too, typically when people are buying the new box, they want the games for that box. Unless you typically only play sports games, in which case you get the console that you want to play on. But,
yeah.
I don't know. Davey says, I will argue that their application is absolutely shit. Yeah, the Xbox beta app is shit. Still is. That's it for COD and Other Games Watch. Okay. I'm excited and anxious because I feel like we have to get a price point soon on these consoles. We have to. And it sounds like August is going to be the play. I should have included this too. I didn't, but I don't know if you saw this or not. Chat included. The Project Scarlet, I think is what the code name is right now, but the Xbox Series S.
Scarlet was what the wasn't that the Project Scarlet? Wasn't that the Xbox One X? Or that was Scorpio.
Yeah,
there was a Scorpio and then there
Lockhart. Lockhart is Series S. My bad. Okay, so regardless, the Xbox Series S, codename Lockhart, they're supposedly going to do a reveal in August, which makes me believe that those price points for both are coming. Both as in the Xbox family and the Sony family.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to be in August. I don't know who the fuck goes first.
I have a feeling you're going to be going digital this console round.
Yep.
No more physical games.
I will get a Series X because something tells me that the Series S is not going to have one.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the smaller, cheaper console. I think they're going to get rid of the disk drive on that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get a Series X because we still watch 4K Blu-rays in the living room.
Yeah, that's what I need. I don't even have a 4K Blu-ray player yet. I think that'll be my next.
Sure.
The Series X will be that for me.
Awesome. And then I think I'm going to do the digital version of the PS5.
Yeah.
Because I only use that for exclusives, and it looks better without the disk drive anyway.
So good.
It does look really cool. Let's catch up on chat here for a second.
2021 is when GameStop becomes the new Blockbuster and goes under.
Oh, rest in peace, Blockbuster, man. I miss fucking Blockbusters, dude. I don't miss their late fees. I just miss them in general.
GameStop has been changing though. If you go into a GameStop now,
they're collectible central.
Collectible central, exactly. They still have T-shirts, collectibles. You can get Rock Band equipment there still, which is kind of crazy to hear about.
Dave says Blockbuster told Netflix to fuck off.
They did.
They could have bought Netflix. I mean, Netflix did the whole DVD thing for a while too, like DVD Blu-ray thing. Do they?
I think you still can get DVDs from
that's
Netflix.
Crazy to me. I wonder how Redbox is doing. I know they exist. I just don't know how they're doing. You know?
Yeah, I don't really go there anymore. I used to all the time.
They lost $8 billion of worth in 1 year. Holy shit. GameStop, FYE, and half of Barnes & Noble are all the same. Pop entertainment collectible stores.
Yep.
They are. When console started digital downloads, Redbox is owned by Walmart. They're fine. Yeah, it makes sense. Also, did you guys hear Voodoo, who used to be owned by Walmart, is now under Fandango.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they're not going anywhere either. So thankfully.
I've actually been using Voodoo more recently.
I love them. Love them. Service is so good.
I've been doing some of the theater at home rentals just to get something new to watch.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, paying $20 at home kind of sucks, but I'm not spending $50 on concessions.
Exactly. Dave says Barnes & Noble will be fine if it wasn't for COVID. People love physical books still. Absolutely.
Yes, very true.
Absolutely. My kid fucking loves physical books. That's for sure.
She likes to chew on them.
She does. Just likes to read them. But yes, chew on them. She does. Yep. Lord says Series S to compete with the PS5 digital edition. Sounds like it. To me, it sounds like, I don't know. So when Sony did their PS5 announcement, right? They showed both side by side, as in they both have these same internals. The only thing different is the disk drive being gone.
Yeah.
Xbox came out with their announcement of the Series X being, this is the most powerful console ever. That's their tagline, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not saying that about the Series S.
No, I think so. I don't think the S is just digital. It's
going to be a little bit less powerful.
Yeah, it's going to be less powerful. It's slim. I think PlayStation's doing the same thing. Like they're having a slim version that's not going to have as much. Maybe. I don't know. I thought I heard that somewhere.
You think they could come out with that at a later time?
Possible.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. I thought it was a great and ballsy move what Sony did, coming right out of the gate and saying, look, we're going to have two SKUs. One doesn't have a disk drive because guess what? People like to save money, and some people literally just don't need a disk drive anymore.
Yeah.
People gave Xbox so much shit for coming out with the Xbox One S all digital edition. People gave them so much shit, right? When realistically, they, not as bad here, but they may have pulled a Dreamcast moment where they were ahead of its time. It was ahead of its time. It was cheaper. And it still is. But people still like a little bit more of their physical media. A lot of people still had the bad taste in their mouth from Dan Matrick, the piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's what really...
Yes, it did. That really stained it.
Yeah.
It was horrible. But Sony coming out of the gate and being like, nah, this is going to be the way of the future, guys. If we continually come out with consoles, there will be a main SKU that does not have a disk drive anymore because that's just the way things are going. So here you go. We're going to give you the option right out of the gate. Xbox coming out with their Series X first, something tells me that Series S is not going to have a disk drive and it's going to be slightly less powerful. How less powerful? I hope not a ton.
Yeah.
But who knows? Isn't the Lockhart technically not even announced yet? Yes, August. August is supposedly when Project Lockhart or the Series S is going to be announced. That's just my feeling is it's just not going to have a disk drive. But yeah. Does the digital edition of the PS5 still only have an 800 gig SSD? Because the disc version is confirmed to only have an 800 gig SSD. Dave says yes. The answer is yes. Yeah, it's a custom NVMe SSD. That's what it is. And then you'll be able to add your own as well. It'll support external media. And then I think you can add an internal drive. I'm not entirely certain, but I think you can. But yeah, that's that. All right, Will. It's time for Will's Adventures with an Halo.
Animal Crossing.
Ooh.
Got a ton of bells.
All the bells. Bells on bells on bells on bells.
I finally cheated the system.
Did you time travel?
I did not time travel. But
Dom did.
Dom time traveled. So Vicky had a spike at like 400-something bells for buying turnips, right?
Yeah.
Or for selling, I guess you could say.
Yep.
And then Dom time traveled back to
Sunday.
So we went from Dom's to Vicky's Island to Dom to Vicky Island.
So how much did you make?
At the end of it, I had like $6 million.
Nice.
I paid off my last home loan. So I think I was at like 6.7 mil. And right now I'm back down to just over 5. But I should be all right for a while.
Yes, you will be.
So, yeah, did that. Played some Tarkov. It's going okay. It's
Okay.
Tarkov.
Okay.
I've just been buying. So Dave talked about getting over gear fear, just losing your gear or whatever. I realized like I have 3 million rubles in that game now. I've been buying I keep buying the SKSs and running woods, which is yeah. It's like a $23,000 ruble or 23,000 ruble gun.
Okay.
So it's like I'm really not losing that much money. Yeah, I'm level 13 now, slowly ranking up. I don't really play it solo. I only play when Joe's online.
Okay.
So, played PUBG, got another win yesterday in duos. It started out crazy. So, first game, Joey dies within the first like 3 minutes of the game, and I ended up wiping the whole town that we were in. And I made it to the end. I got like we got third place in the first game. Then the opposite happened the next game where we took another third. I died right away, and Joey carried it out to getting third place.
Nice.
Then we got another fourth place finish, and then finally, I think we had one game in there where we just got destroyed off the bat. But then the next game we took home the W, which was pretty good. We were both still alive at the end, which was great. It's always a good feeling.
That's awesome. Getting those dubs, man. I'm not good at BR games. Okay, I'm just not. You know that. I hide in bathrooms, right?
Yeah.
But no, like when you win in one of them, that adrenaline high that you get, there's not a lot that can top that. And it just, at least for me, like that heightened, when my heart starts racing when you get to like the last 5 or whatever, the last few squads maybe, and then you just see that splash screen pop up that you've won. It's like, it's holy shit moment. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Let's see. Yeah. Shot said I got my first Warzone win this week, and it felt amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
I've never won a Warzone game in solos. I feel like when I've won in squads, it's been my squad doing the work more than me. So I never had that like, yeah, we won type of feel. I'm like, thanks for the carry, guys. But yeah, I completely get the feeling.
I mean, that PUBG game that we won with, it was with Logan way back.
Me, you, Logan, and Joe?
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Long fucking time ago?
Oh, yeah.
And that was when, so like, Logan loved to push ahead, and we had to ride the circle all the way in. Remember that?
Yeah.
We got a really shitty circle, and we had to ride the whole thing in to the last part. That may have been my first win.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously I didn't do anything, but like,
I think I remember like we were posted up on a hill,
Yeah,
right? Shooting at people in a house.
Yep.
And yeah,
that game was crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. That's the thing though, is having someone who is good at tactically pushing like that though, can really help out a squad.
Absolutely.
Where, I've kind of been learning, like I used to stay like on the hip of my teammates, which isn't really good because then it gives someone a single target to shoot at because everyone's grouped up. So like when I'm playing with Joe, I'm learning how to like stay a little bit more separated, use different angles and hills.
Right. Keep watching each other's backs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Dave, where does that quote come from? Dave says, winning a PUBG match is a greater feeling than a threesome. That's in quotations. I want to know who the fuck said that.
Who said that? But no, it is PUBG. It feels good right now because I feel like everyone we're playing against are the people who have stuck with PUBG, right? It's the people that know the game, and the fact that I'm still hanging with people, I'm getting like 5 or 6 kill games. It feels really good. Yeah, let's see. I played Halo 5 and MCC for the community playdate.
Yes.
And then I downloaded 5M today, or last night, I should say.
What is 5M?
It is the GTA role-playing server.
So you're going to get into it.
It's the same one that like all the big streamers use.
Sure.
Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to get into their specific servers, but this is touted to be one of the best around, and they do have some they have some open world servers where I think, I don't know if progress doesn't save or what, but like anyone can just enter. So I at least want to get the mechanics. Joe also downloaded it, Joey.
Jesus.
So we're going to go. Whoa. We got a resub.
Dust, thank you for the 2-month resub. Welcome back. My man. Woo! There it is.
There you go.
Oh, guess what? 2 months. Woo!
Oh, no.
I don't think I'm going to do that. No, I'm not going to go.
We
12 months.
We got a 12-month resub in the chat. Josh, get ready.
No, that's when we go back and forth.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, so I'll have to do it 6 times.
No, I'm still
Oh, yep, we're doing that. I'm calling it right now. I'm just kidding. What's up, Dust? It has been a while. Good to see you.
But yes, Joe and I are going to try to get into some GTA 5 RP.
Dave says, yo, Will, I will join this.
Do it up, Dave. Download GTA 5, get 5M downloaded as well, and we can, we were thinking about doing it today, actually, after...
He's going off right now.
Yeah, he's excited. Holy shit. We're thinking about doing it later today, maybe tonight. We'll get a Discord thing going.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're doing lunch after this here.
Yeah.
And then I don't know exactly when I'll be home, but I will let you know.
Download pending. He's in.
Fuck, let's go.
He is in, baby.
Let's go.
And Dust, never be sorry for the distraction. It's a good distraction.
Yes. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's really all I played this week. Not a whole lot.
I mean, there's a few things there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do any Destiny. I'm falling behind. I'm still like, I think the previous week took the wind out of my sails, so to speak, because I was like light level 1022.
Sure.
And I had one of those weeks where I kept getting gear that I already had. Like, it didn't really level me up. I went from 1022 to like 1025.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, fuck, I spent all week trying to level up and I didn't get anything helpful.
Right.
So I didn't play this week, but I need to get back into it. We need to do that dungeon. I know Zarners has talked about helping us out. Maybe I'll hop on late, maybe tomorrow or something, and get some matches in.
I'm at 1047.
Damn, look at you go.
Right now.
Nice.
Try to just get my weekly shit done.
Yeah.
What's the cap this season? Trying to catch up for this season. It's a 1050 hard cap. Well, it's a 1050 cap, 1060 with Pinnacle gear.
So you can get... Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. It's a 1000 soft.
Oh, yeah.
1050 and then a 1060 Pinnacle.
I still get blues every once in a while that are
Higher
higher than my Pinnacle.
Yep.
Which is for the week, which is weird. But anyway.
Awesome. Let me know how 5M goes.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Because we were talking about last
What are you
night.
going to be?
I don't know.
Who are you going to be, Will?
Just be myself.
Who's Joey going to be?
That's a bigger question. Well, I have a feeling he's going to, because
he's the polar opposite of what he is in real life.
Maybe.
Straight clean.
Yeah. I have a feeling. So my buddy Joe he's half Mexican. So I have a feeling he might lay into his
Mexican roots.
Mexican roots.
For the record, Joey's one of the coolest people like you'll ever meet.
He's hilarious.
He is really funny. He's a really funny dude.
He just says shit to say it.
He
really does.
I'll never forget when we were playing I think it was PUBG. When like we couldn't revive. You remember that?
Oh, you were stuck in the corner.
I told him to go on without me.
We had a little do we pray for you or something?
The ceremony or something. We sang a song or whatever. But no, it was fucking hilarious. There was a glitch where I was stuck in a corner and I couldn't be revived.
Yep.
And Joey was trying his damn hardest to revive me.
We couldn't get you out of the corner.
Yeah.
Like we could revive you, but you.
Oh yeah, I just couldn't get out.
You couldn't get out. You were stuck.
Yeah.
So we like downed you, revived you.
Yep.
Tried to like push you out ourselves.
That was so funny.
We had a little ceremony for you, leaving you behind.
God. Oh. Dave says, Jesus, they have a service agreement. These RP servers are serious.
They do. They some of them are really serious.
Oh, and then Lord asked Dave, did you see all the shit about Evo 2020 being canceled? Yeah. There's a lot of shit there. A lot of sexual harassment allegations being thrown for a lot of people in the Smash community.
Yes.
A lot. Holy shit. Yeah, let me know how 5M goes. I'm excited. I'm excited to see like who you're going to be.
I might just be like my normal chill self and just roam around the city doing random crap.
Let me know what Joey's going to be like.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Same.
I was honestly thinking about like making myself. I want to like learn how to drive well in that game and be like a getaway driver for hire. Like you know how like if you watch Charles or Summit and his group play,
he's the driver.
Well, he's the driver, but like I don't want to be involved with like chain gang, right, so to speak. Like I don't want to be involved with a specific gang. I want to be able just to be hired by anyone and take part of the cut for doing jobs.
You want to be baby driver.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, without all the sexual allegations. Do you hear about that shit too?
No.
Ansel Elgort, the guy who plays Baby Driver, also accused.
Really?
Yup.
Jesus.
No one's safe. Lord says the guy admitted to it as well. Oh, look at that. The auto mod caught something. That was funny. They fired him from Evo? Yeah, I saw that shit too. I did. It's not, again, there were a lot of things that I could have included in this episode that I didn't. But yeah, all I can say is there's so many things. I am so thankful that all these women are coming out and telling their stories, actually being heard. You know what? There's one thing I'm going to say. Okay? Just one. This can be controversial, it can be not, but I just want to be heard here. Reading all of the people's responses, those who are being accused, reading all of their responses, all the ones that are coming out and saying, I'm learning from my mistakes, I'm getting admitted, I'm going to get help, I realize what I did back then was terrible, I'm a changed person now. The thing that I hate are all of those responses. You know why? Why the fuck did it just take it for somebody to say something for you to make a response like that? That's what I hate. I can't stand that shit. Now, there are certain circumstances where that has to happen, right? I'm not saying never apologize, but it's odd to me that you have all of these people, not just women, there are men coming out too, accusing others as well. All of these individuals coming out and with their sexual assault accusations and harassment accusations to other people, and these people who are being accused just finally coming out of the woodwork after something said to them. And they're like, oh, yeah, my bad. That's not the person I am now. Huh. All it took was for somebody that you affected to come out and say something for you to put out your response. Why didn't you try to help that person before? Why didn't you try to make amends before? Why didn't you own up to it before?
Self-preservation.
I hate that shit.
That's why.
I know, but I can't fucking stand it. I just can't fucking stand it. I don't like that at all. I hate because there's so many more out there. Like, we know that there's so many more out there that haven't come out and said anything. And that's not our story. Those aren't our stories to tell, you know? It's just, it's so fucking sad. And I can never fathom. It's just like when we talk about Black Lives Matter, I can't fathom what black people have to go through on a daily basis. I can't fathom what these women and also men too have to go through that are being sexually assaulted, sexually harassed. I just can't. That is terrible. It's unbelievable. Dave says you got in trouble and now you want to be better. Yeah, it's fucking so stupid. D1 had the perfect response. Well, not the perfect that he had the history of trying to make it better, but never knowing what was the problem. Lord Relay says the perp should have reached out to their victims beforehand to express their apology and guilt. Yes, and for just the record here, I'm not saying that all haven't. There are some that have. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's so funny and sad and stupid to me that as soon as they're accused, oh yeah, I fucked up back then. Like, you motherfucker, you knew you fucked up back then. Oh my God. Fame's a bitch. D1X was the only person to do that. Bobetta Fettis asked Denoxide. Yeah, fucking Jesus. Denoxide was accused as well.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Oh, the funny thing is, this isn't funny in a rhetorical sense, everybody. He was called out before. And I remember the tweets in the images, like the images like DMs and stuff like that. I remember those coming out a while ago. And I can't remember if we mentioned it or not, but at that point I was like, this shit's fucking, dude, you need to stop. They've said no.
Oh yeah. Was he the one that was kept on messaging? And
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that now.
And it's like, dude, fuck off. They don't want you. They don't like you. Fuck off. It's not difficult. No means no. Move the fuck on. Oh my God. Yeah, and he did make an admission tweet. Yeah, that was yesterday, right? Yesterday, the day before. I think I saw that. Lord says, damn, I never saw those Dan tweets. Crazy. Yeah, it's fucking dudes. Oh my God. Come on. Shot says, was never a fan of the generic buzzword apologies people give now. I will continue to do better. Yeah, it's fucking, it's just a placement text. He lied through his teeth to me on a stream not a week ago. Yeah, dude needs to fucking, kids need to grow the fuck up. I can't believe it. Kids need to grow the fuck up. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah, like I said, there's things that we did not include on this week's show that we could have, but to all of the women and men that are coming out with their sexual assault and harassment allegations and accusations, please continue to do so if you feel like you were able to. I think it's great to, I mean, it's obviously not fucking great what happened to you. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great that these people are being exposed for who they are. And I do believe people can change to an extent. I'm a firm believer that once a cheater, always a cheater. Once you've done it, you open the doors to other possibilities. But it's a two-way street, right? If you're in a relationship, this is just one example I'm giving, but if you're in a relationship and both parties comes to terms with it, then you can learn, you can move on. That's their lives, right? People can learn, people can grow to an extent. And I just, like I said, to all the women and men that are coming out, do it if you feel comfortable doing so. Let's hold these people accountable. This is unbelievably terrible what is happening, and it's continued to happen, and it's continuing to happen every single day. Not just in this space, in every other space in the fucking world. It's insane. Hold people accountable. Do better. That's that. Bobetta says, or asks, how would you want them to respond? A genuine question. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. Dave says, me personally, I would want them to apologize, tell us how they plan to change, accept the reality that you have to climb uphill and work towards progression. If they can't do that, quit the scene, go work at McDonald's. Lord says, I'm not on Twitter anymore and I miss a lot of these new intel news, etc. on what's happening in the community with the pros and AMs. Well, that's why you watch this show, right? No, it's just, I don't know how. I like Dave's response. Shot says 100% at Dave. I do like that response. It's just the whole, like, I'm not the same person I was back then. Dude, you're not owning up to the mistakes that you made back then. You're saying, oh, I've changed. Well, that doesn't dismiss the fact that you did what you did back then. You guys need a new segment, Drama Alert? Nah, fuck Keemstar. I'm not touching that shit. Nope. I don't want any affiliation towards that sack of shit. Let me just say that. Keemstar is a sack of shit. Okay? Just going to put that out there. Games I played. Animal Crossing. I played Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm still playing story mode. Guess what? It has a story mode. I never finished it. There's that. Last of Us Part 2. I'm past the halfway point. I'm like 17 hours in now.
I've been deciding if I want to wait for it to come out on PS5. Play with the upscaled graphics.
Not a bad decision. I'm not going to spoil anything. Just be
thing.
Careful of online stuff.
I mean, in a few weeks, I feel like people are going to start talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But no, I passed the halfway point. You know when the halfway point is. The game's still very good. I have minor annoyances that are still popping up, and they're popping up more often as the game continues. But we'll see. Have you guys ever played Shadow Warrior? I have not. Will, have you ever played Shadow Warrior?
Nope.
There you go. We have not. Destiny 2. Already said the power level. Magic the Gathering Arena. So I re-downloaded it. I played against what I believe to be the worst player in Magic the Gathering history. He or she or them, whatever, was playing so slow. You know how there's a timer? Every turn of theirs, that timer came up. 2 times, that timer expired. We got to a point. So I was playing a straight black deck. I had a Death Touch person, and that person had to have known what Death Touch was because it never attacked me. So our boards kept piling up. Okay? I'm just waiting. Well, I mean, dude, I'm not attacking you. You're going to have to attack me if you want to do something here. We both have like no cards in hand. Our boards are filled, and I'm just waiting. This match took over a half hour. He finally attacked. I'm not kidding. I was able to defend against every one of the things that he or she or them attacked with. Killed everything on that side. Didn't kill a single one of my people. Attacked once, and they forfeited. Over a half hour for that fucking outcome. Oh, that shit's annoying. Unbelievably. Dave says, the new one is getting teased, so my tweet deck is being filled with the games, so I've been curious about it. And then Core 2021, yes. Magic Core 2021 came out on Arena earlier last week, physically on Friday. So you can get that. Duststorm says he's never played. Shot says played both of them. Really enjoyed the second game. There you go. Get your information about that. Then I played Halo 5 MCC for the community played it. It was a fun time. Well, it's time for some shout-outs. Shout-outs to everyone who joined the community play date. It was fun. Tuesday. We're gonna play some more Halo. So if you want to get in on that, let us know. We do about an hour and a half, 2 hours of MCC, and then we do the last hour and a half to 1 hour an hour and a half to 2 hours in Halo 5, and then an hour and a half to an hour, depending on MCC, to round out the night. So if you want to get in on that, let us know. Shout out to everyone who was followed and subbed during the live show. We'll go through them one more time. Duststorm with the 2 months. Thank you very much. Lord Relay with the 1 tier, with the 1 gift sub to Shot. Lord Relay with the 1 month sub. Thank you guys very much for the subs. Can Halo 3 PC launch already? I want to play and run my tournament, says Bobetta Fetta. Like I said, thinking
next couple weeks.
Yep, next couple weeks. That's what we're thinking. Who knows? Who knows? Dave says, fuck Valhalla. We played Valhalla on 3 different Halos. We did. We fucking did. It was terrible. All right. Happy belated birthday to Lethal, HT, and Shotzi. Happy birthday, gentlemen. Hope it was awesome for you guys. Shout out to Grim Brother 1 on 6 years at 343 Industries. Still going strong. He put out a tweet to commemorate the occasion. Go ahead and read that. And then finally, shout out to Generic Jen for being there for the community. This is a tweet that she put out. This touches on things that we've talked about previously. With Infinite approaching, I want to offer my phone number to all ladies attending events. My room will be a safe place. You need somewhere to crash? Need a designated driver? Need someone to get you from a sketchy spot? Just need someone to go somewhere with you? Let me know. So reach out to Jen on Twitter. We include the tweet, show notes of the show, of course. And just reach out to her. Just reach out to her. That's it for the shoutouts. Community creations, Halo memes every day. Reddit.com/r/Halo memes. We have clips of the week number 61 by High Tech Redneck. That'll go live more than likely tomorrow. The Halo Community Spotlight by Snickerdoodle. Check out all the fun stuff in there. We have a Fathom full map breakdown by Shyway. YouTube link is included. And then finally, we have the Frosty, the MVP, Halo 5 tournament montage trailer by Hastings Editing. And the tweet states, it's finally here. Trailer for Frosty's Halo 5 tournament montage. The montage premieres on July 10th on Frosty's YouTube channel. Tournament footage only. Story told in chronological order. 3D work is from LZ Edits. Very much looking forward to that montage. I think it's going to be fucking sick. Will, that's all I got. I'm going to ask you a question before you plug the show. There's one little bit of... Do you want it right now?
Sure.
All right. Call of Duty League put out a tweet. Moses retweeted it with, I think, something we could talk about real quick. So Call of Duty League states, in light of continued COVID-19 health risks, the CDL postseason will be held online. The league and teams are collaborating on additional competitive integrity measures to be taken. More updates to follow in delivering the best experience for all. And they include a link to an article. Okay? So there you go. The postseason, including the championship, is going to be online. So Moses quote tweeted it and stated, I hate to be that guy, but don't be surprised if there aren't any Halo lands next year. This COVID situation isn't going to be resolved anytime soon. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. So basically, what my question is, do you think we'll have LAN events out there?
Depends. I mean, I don't know if there's a vaccine that comes out or some sort of way to deter COVID. Maybe.
was gonna say I'm hearing reports now that they're thinking. I mean, what they stated at the beginning of the COVID outbreak that the absolute earliest, which would be unprecedented for a vaccine to be available, is September. Which again would be unprecedented for the time that we're living in. I think I've heard reports now that they're thinking around November if everything goes according to plan for a vaccine, right? So, I don't know. Duststorm said there's another trailer out there. Do you want to, Dust, can you link that, please? I'm really sorry. Can you please link that? I'll put that in the community creations as well. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the Machinima trailer, if I'm not mistaken. Please put that in the chat. I can put it in community creations. Greatly appreciated if you don't mind. Lord Relay says, what happens when COVID-20 is a thing? Never have live events ever again? So, yeah, there's always a potential for another outbreak. There always is. There has been forever. It's not just exclusive to this year that it's happening. Live events will be a thing in the future. To what extent? Nobody knows. There's obviously, because of this, there's obviously going to be precautions in place for everything moving forward. Just regardless. And I'm not saying everybody's going to wear masks all the time forever. That's not the way it's going to be. It's just there's going to be precautions that are in place. Who knows? We'll see. Thank you, Duststorm, for linking that. I'm going to include that right now. So if you guys have not watched the Halo Mole announcement trailer that Duststorm just linked in the chat, please do. I'm going to include it in the community creations as well. It's a machinima that's been worked on for a very long time. So go ahead and check that out. Sorry, take things off track again, Will. Please. That's all I got. Plug the show.
Find us on some podcast services, like iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, those as well.
Pocket Cast.
Yeah. We have a Discord. Join the community discussion. Link is in the show notes or ! Discord and chat. We have our Xbox Club or Spartan Company. Search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on social media. If you haven't found us already, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, if you want to consider Twitch social media. I mean, broadcasting platform, whatever you want. Go find us there. We also have an eSportspedia page. We have our own website, and we have a merch store.
We do.
Go find us.
Which is linked in the website.
It is.
Yes.
Is the website linked to the eSportspedia page?
No. Should do that.
Should do that.
Have it linked everywhere.
Just
links
boom.
on links on links on links.
Yeah.
Linkception. Boom.
Oh, God.
I can't do the sound. Lord Relay says, great show, guys. Firm handshakes all around. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was my handshake to Lord Relay right there. And then he also says, UFC has done a great job putting on live events in this time with great precautions. I think their model could be replicated with some success for esports events.
Well, yeah, baseball, the Twins went back to Target Field the other day. They were all wearing masks out there, but
okay,
they were practicing.
All right. Also, stay tuned for us, hopefully, potentially being on juke.gg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the works.
I just got to send the information to him. I forgot to. So,
okay.
Got to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, thanks, Dave, for shouting us out on that as well on the tweets. Juke.gg is a all-in-one, like, it's a hub. It's a streaming hub for esports. So, like, if there's any tournaments going on for games, then you go to juke.gg and you can see them all there. You can have multiple up at one time. It's cool. It's really cool. And yeah, he put out a tweet looking for esports podcasts. So yeah, juked.gg. We're going to send him the info and we'll see if we can get on there. UFC President Dana White has said other sports leagues have reached out to them for advice. Please reach out to them at Esports Engine if you're watching. That's a great idea. Cool. Very, very cool. All right. Is that it?
Ready to close out the regular show?
Let's do it. That's going to do it for episode 134 of HCS Pro Talk. Thank you very much for listening and or watching. We greatly appreciate it. We'll see you next week where we're going to talk about some more Halo-related items. And who knows, maybe Halo 3 will be released. Who the fuck knows? We'll have to wait and see. But until next week, everyone, we love you. We'll talk to you later. And bye-bye!
Very nice.
Thank you.
I was doing so well. And once we got to COD and Other Games Watch, I forgot to switch the segments.
It's okay. There was only like one or two after that anyway, so it's not a big deal. You did it, all right? You fucking did it.
I'm going to take my normal couple-minute break here.
Sounds good.
Be right back, guys.
Hello, chat.
Hi, chat.
It's time for our after show where we do the jokes and the puns of the week. We talk to you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns you want to bring up that were not part of the regular show, please do so now. We'll talk about them and all that fun stuff. What do you guys think of Kanye West running for president? Jesus fucking Christ. What has this world come to? I don't understand. I don't understand. Dust asks, how do you do the segment change? Just changing a text box on an OBS text source? Yeah, so, Dust, I have a scene created. So because we're like our scenes are not very graphically intensive, I just made a scene for each segment. So the only thing that changes between the scene is the text. So therefore, we have a better stinger transition that we could use, but it would encapsulate the entire screen when it switches per segment, and that just gets in the way. So in order to keep things looking more clean, it's just the text that changes. And if you pay attention to the segment change, I'll just do it right now. So if I change the segment to like competitive news here, the only thing that you'll see change is the name itself. You'll see a swipe effect for that. That's the only thing that changes.
What are we talking about? Or swipe effect?
Yeah, just how the text changes.
Oh.
I asked them what they thought about Kanye West running for president. And then Dave says, did you guys pick up on the powdered coffee by Madrinas? I did not. Dust says, just curious since I wanted to incorporate that with the new setup that we got from Pixel Flare. Fuck it. That's awesome. Pixel Flare is dope as shit. I'm excited to see it. He does great work.
Yes, he does.
Great fucking work. All right. Should we do some jokes and puns, my man?
Yeah, let's get it over with.
Oh, no. Are you getting upset with them too?
Yeah, I'm just annoyed.
They're bad.
Are you ready?
Go for it. Take it away.
All right. For Monday the 29th, what if there were no hypothetical questions?
Is that a hypothetical question?
It might have been.
Why wasn't the geometry teacher at school?
I don't give a shit. No class for me.
Well, now we... Oh, my God. Because she sprained her ankle. Still don't give a shit? I don't.
I went to see the Liberty Bell the other day. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
6:30 is the best time on the clock. Hands down.
But not really, because on normal clocks at 6:30, the hour
here
market
we go.
has moved. The guy who invented...
Fuck you. You're going to go deeper on that? Oh, my God.
The guy who invented throat lozenges dies last week. There was no coffin at the funeral. God, I couldn't get that out.
It's okay. It's just bad regardless. Stream froze. Can I get a repeat of the last pun?
Which one?
Yeah, which one? I mean, he wouldn't know because he didn't hear it, but
the The guy who invented throat lozenges died last week. Should have been died.
I know.
There was no coffin at the funeral.
There you go. What can a whole apple do that half an apple can't do? What can a whole apple do that half an apple can't do?
Stand up?
It can look round.
My landlord says he needs to come talk to me about how high my heating bill is. I told him my door is always open.
If you make vlogs, does that make you a lumberjack?
What? All right. Remains to be seen if glass coffins become popular. What's their thing with coffins this month?
They realize that their jokes are fucking dead.
Oh.
But what kind of photos do teeth take? What kind of photos do teeth take? I'll wait to see if chat has a response for this one.
I got it.
Do you?
I think so.
Go for it.
Toothpicks.
Ding, ding, ding. Why the fuck do you feel proud about this?
I don't know.
Jesus.
For the week, we're here. We made it. We're at the weekend.
We made it.
I wanted to learn to drive a stick shift, but I couldn't find a manual.
So I hung up a copy of the U.S. Constitution on my wall. I call it a Declaration of Independence.
Yours at least had some sort of
I know
thing for like
patriotic. Yeah, it did.
I mean, these did come from Canada, right?
Oh, Canada! No, I don't think they did.
No,
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, Jordan, I like that response. Molaroid, like Polaroid.
That one's pretty good too.
I like that. That would have worked. Yeah. I like it. Ugh. Thankfully, you're wrong.
I mean, that could have been what kind of like.
You're gonna spin this into a joke.
Like it could have been what brand of camera does
teeth take? Do teeth take pictures with?
Yeah.
Molaroids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want these calendars to be done with.
Lucky for you, we have another half a year. Trust me though, when you peel off that last one,
it's gonna be like, yeah.
Oh, it's a glorious day.
And then Justin sends more in the mail.
Yep, not looking forward to that fucking day. All right, we'll stay open for a couple more minutes if anybody has any other things they'd like to talk about before we close things out. What did the streamers do when they read dad jokes? Complained. It's true. Oh, God, Dust. I'm not looking forward to this pun. They twitched. Oh, God. Get out of here. That's fucking terrible. Wow.
Thanks, Dust.
No, thank you. Unbelievable. Which Star Wars character would you see at a sushi restaurant? Will, don't tell us, Bobetta. Do not tell us. No, you're the Star Wars guy. There's got to be something.
My brain's not full power today.
Actually, I have another Star Wars joke that I just thought of. All right, Bobetta, go ahead. Go ahead, Bobetta. What do you got? What Star Wars character would you see at a sushi restaurant? And then I have one after this. Fib Fortuna. Wow. What's a Star Wars character's favorite alcoholic beverage? What is a Star Wars character favorite alcoholic beverage?
Blue milk.
No. Qui-Gon Jinn. You like that?
I'd heard that right before. I just couldn't.
Did you? Oh, I didn't know if it was a real thing. It makes sense that it is. It's a stupid joke. Which Halo character would you see eating breakfast at 8 p.m. in a Cracker Barrel? What? That's an oddly very specific question. Locke and Halsey? This ain't a joke. I'm just asking for answers. Oh, my God. Which Halo character would you see eating breakfast at 8 p.m. in a Cracker Barrel? Buck.
Buck?
I could definitely see Buck. Yup. Dust, probably Buck. Yeah, I could absolutely see Buck. He just has that like look about him that he would be fucking he'd be in a Cracker Barrel at 2 a.m. Like that's what he'd be doing. I don't even know how late they're open.
I've been using his announcer voice.
He's great. I love him. All right. Should we head out of here? Eat some food.
I'm tired, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chad. I'm draining right now.
You gonna be sleeping.
I went through a whole Game Fuel Zero and still ready to sleep.
Which part of the armor do Dark Troopers hate the most? Defeat. LOL, dude. That's wow. All right. Done with these stupid ass jokes. We out of this bitch. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us in the episode 134 post show, which means that's going to do it for episode 134 live show. We'll be back next week. Again, we hope that Halo 3 on PC has released at that time. Who knows? We're thinking within the next 2 weeks for sure. But that's just speculation. We'll have to wait and see. We'll be back next week. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, again, bye-bye.